Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Beak here, doing some Townhall 9 War today. And as you can see, we're in a different clan. We're in Dusk Dominion, and that's a friend's clan. So I'm going to hang out here for one war, and I'm going to show you guys some of the highlights from that war. So first up, we got me, Beak, trying to 3-star this base right here. Let's see what I can do. So I'm going to go in with a GoHog Attack. But first up, I'm going to drop these balloons. I decided to do balloons because those defenses, they weren't really covered by air defenses, so it was an easy takedown. We also were able to lure the clan castle. I wasn't sure if it would work, so I also brought a lightning spell, but here we go. We're dropping the golems on this side. We got 3 golems, lots of tanking troops with about 6 wizards, 3 on each side to clear out those buildings. We're setting up a nice funnel here so when we drop our heroes, they don't get distracted. We need those heroes to go straight into the base because they have a long ways to go until they get to the enemy Archer Queen, stuff like that. So here we go with the wall breakers. You notice I had to go through 3 walls here, and I only brought 6 wall breakers. They all hit their target perfectly, but I had to be really careful, watch the mortars, all that, to make sure they didn't die. So here we go. We have the jump spell. We can now access the core and another compartment that I was hoping my troops would go into because it looks like there might be some bombs in there. However, my king, my golems, they didn't go over there. So we're just going to have to drop the hogs anyway. We're going to do kind of a surgical style deployment here. And that means drop 1 giant and then about 3 hogs on each defense. That's generally how I do it. You know, I didn't drop the giants perfectly, but the purpose of them is to distract some of the defenses, especially the, X-bows, cannons, and archer towers, because they're pretty devastating to the hogs. Plus, I only have 2 heal spells here, so I got to keep my hogs alive any way I can. So now we're coming up through towards the end of the base. Looks like we don't have that many defenses left, and the Arch Queen's helping on some of them, so we're in pretty good shape here, but we don't have that many hogs left, really. I mean, look at this. We got maybe, 7 or 8, and they are dying fast to this cannon, so can we clean up? Looks like we got 1 hog hanging on, just barely there. Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, I know we have a minute left, but at this point, it's pretty scary. I was terrified. I'm like, why did I not bring any cleanup troops? What? Why didn't I, even just bringing 1 golem is, 1 goblin is pretty helpful. I mean, 1 goblin will take out all of the mines and pumps, and then the rest, the hogs will take out, but it didn't work out. We're going to lose by about, I don't know, I'd say we needed about 20 more seconds. And that's because I dropped my hogs too late. Normally, you want to drop your hogs by the time the clock says 2 minutes. Preferably, 2 minutes and 10 seconds is way better. So remember that, guys. If you follow that rule, you'll probably get the 3-star more often than me. So, here we go. We're going to watch Angry Antelope, great hog attacker. We're going to see what he can do against this base. He lured the clan castle, wasn't able to take out any defenses, but he did get the lure. Let's see, he's going to pull him over to the left, bottom left side here, drop some barbs, then the witches. This guy uses lots of witches with his hog raids, and it seems to be a pretty good idea. I mean, so, he only has 2 golems where I had 3, but to replace that 1 golem, he has witches, and I kind of think in some ways witches can be better. So let's see how he does. He's setting up the funnel here. He has the golems on the sides, distracting with a few wizards here and there, taking out buildings, but he didn't take out that elixir pump right there, and the king goes over to it. Is the king gonna go out there? Oh, he somehow saved it. The king didn't go around the outside, so great. His heroes are gonna go into the core, and they're gonna take out a lot of defenses while they're in there. So his 20 or so hogs can just take out the stuff towards the top of the base. Let's see how they do. They're heading towards some suspicious looking blank spots here. Let's see what happens. Bombs. Oh, bomb. Another bomb. Heal spell spamming goes on, and more bombs. Wow, that was crazy. There were 4 bombs right in one area. Sketchy to say the least, but it looks like he was able to get through there barely. I mean, I don't think he only has like 3 hogs left, and they're going down fast, but he did get through most of the base. Now, after this raid, he was like, oh, that went terribly, but you know what? He's still doing okay. Look at all the troops he has left. He still has the Arch Queen. She's trying to get into the core and help out right now. And she has some tanking troops. She has plenty of troops tanking. She got a bunch of skeletons, some witches, some wizards, even a golemite still hanging on here. So he still could get a really legit 3-star. Let's see how this goes. So, some heavy buildings left and some heavy walls left. This is why you farm sick walls, guys, to slow down cleanup. Really, this is what I noticed when I was at Town Hall 9 with max walls. I pushed a champion, and I only got 3-starred a few times, and it was really by air strategies. Anytime people, like max Town Hall 10s would try to go wipe me, and they would get like 90% quite often because I had those level 10 walls. They really do matter. They really help. So now it's just on to cleanup. He's only got 20-something seconds left. I think he's going to be just fine. Plenty of cleanup troops. Unlike my raid, he actually has some wizards around, and his Archer Queen, his Archer Queen's just beating on walls, but she has helped quite a bit. She's helped do most of this. So really great raid by Angry Antelope. I really got respect for that. He held on. He spammed the heal spells right where they counted. I mean, I know at one point there it looked ugly. It looked like it wasn't going to get the 3-star, but he did. Boom, did it. So here, again, we have him going up against another base. He's going to use a similar army, but he's going to kind of do it a little differently, which is great. It's awesome to see multiple, styles here. So again, setting up a funnel with 2 golems and a bunch of witches. I like that. Look at all those skeletons. They're really helpful. Now he's going to use a rage spell here. He doesn't need a jump spell because he can wall breaker in. So he's going to use a rage spell instead, and that's going to kind of help him kill the enemy clan castle, get into the base, and kill the enemy Archer Queen. I like that. I mean, putting a rage spell down, it's going to speed up all your troops, and it's especially going to add damage to your wizards. Now here goes the hogs, and he's throwing them mostly on the corners, guys. That's where you want to throw them. You guys that know balloon raids or go LavaLoon raids, you want to throw your balloons on the corners, and this is no different. You want to go from the corners, and they kind of converge into the middle. Now, he's got multiple groups of hogs, and some of these groups are getting wrecked by bombs. But then a few of them survived, and that's what it's all about, guys. That's what the surgical deployment is for. You're going to lower the risk of all of your hogs getting hit by bombs. Some of them will always survive, and in this case, I don't know, just about a handful survived, but he's got plenty of cleanup troops around the base, and boom, it's going to be the 3-star. So awesome, really awesome to see one raider getting 2 3-stars there. 6 stars from one attacker. I mean, that's great to see. He is, of course, number 11 in the clan, so, he's higher up, but he is a Town Hall 9. So awesome to see. Really appreciate, especially seeing 2 different kinds of hog attacks. This more surgical one is, people like this more lately. It's been more popular. People talk about it a lot, but really, it's not that different. I mean, we're still doing a hog raid. We're just breaking up our hogs so they don't all get wrecked at once. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you haven't started doing hog raids, if you're a Town Hall 9 and you haven't started, definitely get into it because, it's a lot of fun. And now that the AirSweeper's coming out with a second AirSweeper, raids like this, they might not be around much longer. We'll see. But before the second AirSweeper comes out, we are going to see awesome raids like this. Let's check this one out. So, Go LavaLoon raid, setting up with a nice funnel here. Got 2 golems, a couple wizards behind each one. Setting up pretty nicely here. He's going to throw down the Archer Queen right in the middle, and pretty soon a jump spell in the middle as well. So, King, he's got to save him in reserve. You don't want to drop that King until the enemy clan castle starts coming out. You'll notice that right when this clan castle meets his golems, that's when he's going to drop the King. Boom, right there. You want to do that so the King doesn't get too far ahead. The King has a bad habit of doing that. So now King meets everybody, clan castle, everybody's going to drop the lightning spell, take out as many as he can. But, looks like he did not take out the enemy witch. Bummer. That happens sometimes, though. If you don't hit it just right, you miss it. And enemy skeleton traps coming out as well. Going to overwhelm some of his troops, but the Archer Queen should be okay, and she's going to have enough time to take out the Expo. Very nice to take out an Expo before the raid starts, because then you only have one other one to deal with. And on a Town Hall 9, I mean, what else is there? There's 3 air defense left. There's 3 wizard towers left. And there's 1 Expo. That's really, the most dangerous thing. So he can get through that with I think he only had 15 balloons if he throws them down in the perfect spot. So I think all the hounds are down now. He's got 1 spell left and a few balloons left. He's going to save those probably for these wizard towers up top. There goes the last rage spell, going to speed everybody up into the top of the base. And most of these balloons, this big group here, they were in a rage spell most of the raid, this second half of the raid anyway. So, they stayed moving fast, dealing huge damage, and boom, he made it look easy. He's got about 10 balloons or more left for the cleanup. And the cleanup's going to be quick. Look, he's only got 30 seconds more in this raid, and it's mostly because of those lava pups. Those things, they are amazing for cleanup. I think he had, I don't know, I think he had one goblin for cleanup, and that was about it. Didn't need much else, you know? The lava pups, the balloons, and that one goblin, killing it. So awesome raid. Love to see the GoLava attacks. You know, like I said, I hope they don't completely go away once the second AirSweeper comes out. I mean, I know it's going to make it harder. If somebody has AirSweepers going opposite directions, it's going to be nearly impossible to do a raid exactly like this, but we will figure it out, no doubt. So hope you guys enjoyed these raids. If you did, leave me a comment below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.